Although it's almost being drowned out by the buzz over AI and ChatGPT-like software, quantum computers have been touted for years as some kind of holy grail of computing. But what actually are quantum computers? How are they different, and what do they do that a modern supercomputer can't do? I should preface all this by saying that quantum stuff is very weird. Maybe not Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania weird, but still pretty non-intuitive and out there. That said, let's take a quick look at how we got to where we are. 1905. Albert Einstein, of course, explains the photoelectric effect and suggests that light consists of individual quantum particles, or photons. 1920s. Modern quantum theory develops to explain the wave-particle duality observed at atomic scales. 1959. Richard Feynman, another big brain, notes that effects predicted by quantum mechanics might be exploited in the design of a more powerful computer. 1980s. Feynman and Yuri Manin propose quantum computers. 1994. Peter Shor devises an algorithm for factoring large numbers on a quantum computer, something that traditional computers struggle with. 1998. Isaac Huang, Neil Gershenfeld, and Mark Cubanek created the first quantum computer, a 2-qubit model that could be loaded with data and output a solution. 2011. The first commercially available quantum computer is offered by D-Wave Systems. Current consumer computers, smartphones, and other digital devices are just that, digital. There are such things as analog computers, which typically use electrical circuits to model physical events, and were widely used in their heyday in various engineering applications. But that's just me showing my age. These digital computers, let's call them classic computers, manipulate binary states to work math problems and provide solutions. The use of software algorithms use the answers to these calculations to allow you to play video games, write emails or text messages, and listen to music. I recall when music CDs first appeared, and I had a hard time envisioning how a bunch of ones and zeros could reproduce music, but they can. Binary just means that the smallest piece of information a digital computer can use is either a value of 1 or a value of 0, either on or off. Using these simple building blocks called bits, along with math and application software, we can do all kinds of tricky stuff and do it quickly. It's pretty remarkable, and it's something we take for granted these days. I'm also old enough to remember when pocket calculators started to show up and we could stop using slide rules for complicated calculations. Quantum computers don't use traditional bits. They manipulate something called quantum bits, or qubits. These qubits not only have the on and off state, but can have intermediate states too, and also be both on and off at the same time, if combined into something called a HADAMARD gate. I know, right? This all brings to bear the woo-woo topics like superposition, quantum entanglement, and the like. Stuff that frankly gives me a headache if I think about it too much. So obviously this is a whole different sack of snakes. Programming and then interpreting the results of a quantum computer is a very specialized field. Even building one is tricky. For example, in the most popular type of device, the qubits must be kept close to the temperature of absolute 0 and use things like superconductors and all that Star Trek sounding stuff. So quantum computers are not just faster computers, they are something else. A new paradigm in computing, if you like. The fact that the qubits can have multiple states can make some calculations many times faster than a classic computer, but also opens up completely new ways of analyzing data and modeling systems. The fields that appear to be ripe for quantum computers are things like quantum chemistry, finance, logistics, and also code cracking, such as reversing encryption. They may have applications in AI too. The fact is that we are still in the relative infancy of quantum computing systems. The existing computers do work and can perform complex calculations, but it's believed that hundreds of thousands or even millions of qubits will be needed to do some of the things that may be possible. Since at the time of recording the most advanced quantum computer is the IBM Osprey with 433 qubits, we have a ways to go. Some scientists like Sabine Hassenfelder believe that we may have really useful quantum computers in 5 to 10 years. So there is promise and it's coming. It's just a very complex field and requires a lot of resources. There would be no reason to have a quantum-powered iPhone, for example, but scientists and engineers who need real powerhouse systems for complex analysis and modeling do appear to have a promising future to look forward to. Hey, thank you for watching. Check out the links below.